Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jacqui Van Ham, your girl in the know for all things motorcycle. Hi everybody, welcome back. Woo! It has been a minute since I've seen you guys out here on the Choppertown Facebook page. Welcome back everybody, welcome back. I am just now returned from a very fun, very exciting several weeks down in beautiful Daytona, Florida for Bike Week. It was a doozy. It was such a good time. It is one of my most favorite events of the entire year. I'm not going to lie, going to Florida in March from the very gloomy, very gray Midwest is always a plus on my calendar. But it's also kind of, it's full of so much history. It is the beginning of the motorcycle riding season, as it were, here in the United States. It means motorcycles and better weather and sunshine are coming and can all be had down in Florida during March. So anyway, I had a wonderful time. I was down there this whole past week with my friends from BMW. But I saw lots of buddies, saw lots of other friends, saw lots of other bikes. So today's show is a little bit of a recap, a little bit of what I did on my March Daytona Bike Week vacation show, and a little bit of news, some things that's going on out here in motorcycle land. As always, I can see your comments over on my second camera. Hello, Jose and Eddie and Shane Willard. Lynn Biggs, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to peek in and say hey and let me know where you are tuning in from. Dan Benson, one of my regular viewers, welcome back to the program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. So, and as usual, I've always got my little co-hosts next to me on the couch. So if you see any little dogs bouncing around, those are my pals Willard and Dewey. So welcome to the show, and let's get down to it. So my first slide on the screen, whoa, a beautiful afternoon, a quick hour or so by the beach, riding down to the beach in Ormond, or up in Ormond Beach, up on my beautiful R18. My friends from Torque Helmets sent me a new helmet, which I absolutely loved. So I've got to give them a little bit of love. But also in this photo, a key, awesome, kick-ass thing that I have to bring up to you. They are not paying me to say this, but it's the Cardo Bold Pack Talk Bold that's on that helmet. If you guys are into comms at all, you have to check the system out. This is a shameless plug for it because I put it into this helmet. It is the best comm system I've ever used, hands down. If you're looking, go give it a try. It's got speakers from JBL Audio in it, and it is super loud and incredible and clear and delicious. I loved it. So I wanted to give them and my buddies Torque and my buddies at BMW a little bit of love all in one photo. So I'm going to start that with today's show. A little shameless plug for all my buddies, all my favorite companies that I got to work with this past week. And another company that I got into bed with a little bit this past week also was my friends over at Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorneys. They let me do a little social media takeover over on their pages for a day on Wednesday the 10th. So go check out that media over at Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorneys Facebook here on the Facebooks or over on the Instagrams. I posted both places and over on their Reels and Instagram as well. So anyway, go check all that stuff out. I had lots of fun with lots of kick-ass partners this past week. So I wanted to give them a little bit of love, and I got a little bit of love in return from my friends at BMW. I was the headline photo for their International Women's Day. They posted a picture of me riding the R18 out at Sturgis this past year, so I wanted to include that as well. I was really pumped. I know it's a really nerdy, geeky thing, but it's rad to be acknowledged and be kind of the face of a day for a company. I thought that was pretty cool, so I went ahead and threw that in there. That's also what happened during my Daytona vacation. Not really vacation, I worked, but I'm going to call it a vacation. A picture of me at sunset at the world's most famous beach, Daytona Beach, of course. I also got to check out the new tour rig for the Harley-Davidson Pan America. So they did their digital launch about 2 weeks ago. I covered it real hot and heavy here on the internet, so you can always go check out my Jacqui Van Ham official page. I move all of my videos over there in one tidy location, so you can crawl back down through and go look at my previous videos. I did a show featuring the digital launch of the Pan America, and the digital launch the same week was the folks at Triumph. And anyway, there's a whole lot going on, but they did have the Pan America on display down at Daytona. You could not test ride it, however. They just had one on display at the track. But a good buddy of mine is going to be running the rig for this touring, taking it all across America to all sorts of fun off-road locations. And this is the rig that they set up for it. And I'm kind of a truck and trailer nerd and a van life, camp life, adventure outside, overland expo kind of dork. So I love that this was their rig. So I wanted to go ahead and post a picture of it and take a picture of it because I thought it was really neat. So that's what's going on for the folks over at Harley-Davidson. I did finally on the last day get a chance to go down, take my shoes off, and put my little dogs, my little toes in that cool Atlantic water at the beach, which I was really excited about. The weather this year was spectacular at Daytona. So there's an awful lot of people talking about Daytona and an awful lot of information and gossip out there on their web. So let me tell you like it is. Daytona, of course, was a little bit lighter than in years past because there is still a pandemic and weird travel stuff and things going on, but it was still really busy. There was still a lot of people out. The track was a little bit lighter, but that's because there was a lot more COVID restrictions in Daytona proper. So a lot of the vendors, and that means the people who want the vendors and patron the vendors, was up north in Ormond this year. So Ormond was bumping. It was very, very busy. Bruce Rossmeyer's was very, very busy. The track was a little bit lighter, but the track was the home of all of the demo trucks. So it was a cool place to come and demo ride all of the bikes. So I got to see all of my demo truck buddies out there and people who wanted to come and ride motorcycles for the afternoon. I got to see all those folks as well. And some of you that watched the show stopped by and said hey to me, and I super appreciate that. So thanks for coming by and saying hi. So during this past time that we were out there showcasing the R18 and the R18 Classic, which is their little bit of a heritage light tour, had a windshield and some rigid leather bags on it. Some photos have been leaking out, and these actually were revealed last year, but I want to go ahead and dig them up again because there was a little bit more conversation over the past 2 weeks about the next versions of this R18 that are going to be coming from the factory. We were showing off the Classic, which is the first version, and then I think there's going to be like 4 or 5 other versions coming. So this is just a little design leak. I cannot confirm or deny that this is coming or happening, but this is indeed a bagger. This is a firm, this is a front fairing, hard bags, bagger style bagger based off of that same R18 base. So I thought I just wanted to go ahead and just throw that in there and just let you know it's been kind of making its way around the internet a little bit. So I wanted to go ahead and then touch base and let you know that may or may not, but may be coming from BMW. But I don't know dates. I can't talk particulars. This is all just rumor. This is just internet gossip. I'm just posting it out here on the show. Also, what was good this past week down at Daytona Bike Week, other than the fabulous weather and seeing a bunch of my buddies, was some kick-ass racing. This was the beginning of the season for the folks over at American Flat Track Racing, which is of course dirt track racing here in the U.S. They had 2 nights back to back. This was a half-mile track in Volusia. They moved away from the Speedway finally. I love the folks at Daytona. I love the Speedway. It's historical. It's important. I get it, but the AFT racing there was really kind of poopy the past couple of years because they had to build a track inside the track because they couldn't really race on the track because it's a NASCAR paved track. Anyway, it was all a little weird. They used to race on a small dirt track on the backside, but they quit doing that. So anyway, this year they just moved it all to Volusia, the half-mile track, and there was some really kick-ass racing going on. Oh my goodness, it was crazy town both nights. Again, this was a half-mile race. This is going to be your premier top class, which they have renamed the Super Twins. The first night, Brandon Robinson, woo, we haven't heard that name in a while, right? Brandon Robinson was on the top of the box because he is now currently this year on a brand new Indian FTR 750, of course. He was at the top of the box. JD Beach, another Kentuckian, was hot on his heels, though. He is part of the powerhouse team over at Stenson Racing aboard a Yamaha Twin. Third place was going to be Mr. Jared Mees, who was Grand National Champion several years ago. And then Briar Bauman, who has been the Grand National Champ for the past 2 years. He came in 4th, Sammy Halbert 5th, and Colby Carlisle, another name we've not heard in a while, in 6th. Also on that powerhouse kick-ass Stenson Racing team aboard a Yamaha Twin. That was night 1. Night 2, things got mixed up a little bit because Jared Mees decided to show up, and this time he did not come to play. On the top of the box, of course, on the Indian FTR, he is on the Indian Factory team. Number 2, Briar Bauman, also aboard an Indian Factory FTR. Third place, another Indian FTR. However, this time part of the Coolbeth Nyla Racing more privateer team is Mr. Sammy Halbert. Brandon Price in 4, Brandon Robinson in 5. So things got a little bit mixed up, a little bit of a reshuffle on night number 2, but again, some incredibly kick-ass racing going on in the Super Twins class. Now in the singles class, Miss Shayna Texter Bauman, who married Briar Bauman this past year and recently celebrated a birthday, Miss Shayna Texter. Shayna Texter decided that the throttle was on both nights. I'm going to spoiler alert, she won both nights in a row. Congratulations, Shayna Texter, putting it on the top of the box. Another kick-ass woman in power sports. First night is going to be second place Dallas Daniels. Dallas Daniels, who is a Nikki Hayden Horizon Award winning recipient for two different times. He won for road racing and for flat track. Dallas Daniels, incredibly talented. I believe he's about 17 years old and is already kicking ass in road racing at premier level and at dirt track racing in America premier level. Just an incredibly talented young man. Anyway, second place on the first night. Third place, Mr. Mikey Rush. So it was awesome to see him back, followed by Max Whale and Tanner Dean in right behind him. Second night again, Shayna Texter on the top of the box, followed by Mikey Rush. Mikey Rush showed up both nights, followed by Morgan Mishler. Morgan Mishler from north of the Great Cheese Curd Curtain, one of my buddies from up in Wisconsin, in third place on the second night. Dallas Daniel moved on to fourth. And in fifth place, Mr. Henry Wiles aboard a Honda this time in fifth place. So really, really awesome racing going on. This race in particular, the second night of the singles class, was cuckoo nut job crazy, diving, dicing craziness. It was rowdy. Both classes are super intense racing, either the Super Twins single class or the Production Twins. This is some of the best racing going on in the U.S. and has the best racing that's been going on for years. If you've got a chance to go see their racing in person, make sure you do put that on your calendar. This is just the beginning of their season. They've got another 16 some odd dates to go, so there will surely be a stop near you. For more information, you can head on over to AmericanFlatTrack.com. Some more news going on out here in motorcycle land. Just a couple of weeks ago, they announced that the TT, the Isle of Man TT, was canceled for 2021. I had hopes for the classic, the Manx races coming on through, because those don't happen until August, but they went ahead and canceled those as well. So both Isle of Man TT and Manx classic races will be done. They are not happening for 2021. They will see you in 2022. Yet another COVID casualty out here for 2021. A bike that was revealed this past week that I thought was pretty dope is a really neat Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled limited edition, fast housed edition, aka the Jordan Graham edition. Jordan Graham won on this bike the Mint 400 last year. The Mint 400 has been postponed this year to some November, December type dates. But I just wanted to go ahead, and they are showcasing this bike. It is beautiful. It is neat. It is cool. It is my buddy Jordan Graham. This is his paint scheme that he rocked on that Mint 400 bike. And this is a limited edition machine from our friends at Ducati. This was just revealed this past week. This past week in motorcycle news, it is also the 100-year Happy birthday, Bon and Eve, to our friends over at Moto Guzzi. Moto Guzzi celebrated its 100 years, so happy birthday to all the Moto Guzzi folks and Moto Guzzi fans out there. Last but certainly not least, a little bit of news I got to leave you guys with. I had a great talk with the event director for the Get On Moto Festival that's happening at the end of May at the Dallas Motor Speedway. This event takes place at the same time as the AFT race at Dallas, so it is a bit of a double header going on all weekend long. There's 3 days of Moto Festival, there's 1 night of kick-ass AFT racing going on, and there is a combo ticket available for both the event and the AFT race, and it's like $35 or $40, so it's a total screaming hot deal. Make sure you click over and go find it. You can can check out the Revzilla website. There should be a link posted over there. I did have a really good conversation about this event, and it is everything under the sun happening at one place. You have got to put this on your calendar. This is a huge, huge mega event. This is almost every manufacturer you can think of is going to have a demo truck there. There is going to be a ride-in motorcycle show. There's going to be like a grand national level motorcycle show going on, like a premier, premium, top of the line, big dog, best of the best here in the US motorcycle show is happening. There is going to be a women's motorcycle show happening, a women's motorcycle event, tons of vendors, big and small, hard parts, soft parts, apparel, whatever you're looking for is going to be for sale there. There's going to be parking in the infield of the Texas Motor Speedway, which is a home to NASCAR, but you can ride on through the little tunnel underneath and pop up and park in the middle of the event. There's room for 7,000 motorcycles there. So we would love to have you guys come on out. So this is your first warning, your early warning for this event, May 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of the Get On Moto Festival in Dallas. So hopefully I will see you guys there. And that is what's going on and what I did over my Daytona motorcycle vacation the past 2 weeks. Just want to go ahead, open up the camera, talk to you guys a little bit about some of the cool stuff going on in motorcycle land, as well as some of the awesome partners I've been working with and cool bikes and things that are going on. What did you think about today's show? Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to, what you're checking out. Did you go to Daytona? Did you have a good time? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back on Friday with another fun fact for Friday. I haven't figured out what I'm going to talk about yet, but I'm sure it will be exciting. It'll be fun. It'll be a fact, and it'll be on Friday. So make sure you come on back and check it out. Have a great day, everybody. Take a second, share this video right now. Smash that button on the lower left-hand side of your screen. Share this video right now with your friends that love hearing about kick-ass motorcycles and kick-ass motorcycling events and news from your girl in the know. That's me, Jacqui Van Ham. Talk to you guys on Friday. Huge thanks to vroomyourroom.com, my show partner for the past year. Support the show and pick up some kick-ass lighting and decor for your house, garage, desk, wherever you need it. I got you covered. I build these myself here in Louisville, Kentucky at KentuckyBuilt.com. Thanks again to Choppertown, Zach Kaufman, and everybody over here for supporting my awesome shows, making sure I get to bring you the most kick-ass news and stuff going on in motorcycling for the past almost 5 years here at Choppertown. My event partner for the past month, BMW Motorrad. My event partner for this spring at the Get On Moto Fest at Texas Motor Speedway, May 21st, 22nd, 23rd. See you there.